Pi Network is pushing the boundaries in the blockchain field by emphasizing transaction efficiency and speed as the digital economy develops. Pi Network, which aims to create a decentralized network that connects millions of people globally, has the potential to completely change how we think about online commerce. Transaction speed is essential for both the user experience and the wider acceptance of cryptocurrencies in today's fast-paced digital world. Pi Network is aware that to compete with established financial systems, it must offer highly effective and safe solutions. Pi Network can provide its users with extremely quick transactions because each node in the network increases both its capacity and transaction speed. This has important ramifications. Slow processing times are a common feature of traditional banking, which can cause problems for both personal and business transactions. Pi Network's decentralized architecture gets rid of these holdups and lets users finish transactions in a matter of seconds. This speed makes PiCoin a viable alternative in the expanding digital economy by improving user pleasure and streamlining corporate procedures connecting the digital and traditional economies. Pi Network's emphasis on speedy transactions extends beyond advances in technology. It seeks to close the gap between the digital and conventional economies. Pi Network makes it possible for people and companies to transact money quickly and securely, enabling them to do so with exceptional efficiency. This change may have a greater influence in developing nations where there is less access to traditional banking services. Imagine a small-town business owner in a developing nation who is suddenly able to send money fast and efficiently without having to wait for traditional banks to process it. PiCoin makes these real-time transactions possible, which promotes regional trade and spurs economic expansion. With more people and companies looking to participate in the digital economy, this capability is extremely important. Become a part of the Pi Network. Pi Network has more possibilities than just quick transactions. It stands for a shift in the direction of a financial ecosystem that is more effective and inclusive. Becoming a part of the network means more than just picking up a new currency. It means joining a movement that seeks to change the way that digital transactions are conducted. Pi Network keeps coming up with new ideas and releases frequent updates to improve the platform as the community grows. In the future of decentralized transactions, users can anticipate faster transaction times and other features that boost usability. In summary, Pi Network is redefining the standard for blockchain transaction speeds. Pi Network is well positioned to transform the way digital transactions are conducted in the future, thanks to its innovative strategy and dedication to user empowerment. Pi Network is not just speeding up transactions as technology develops, but also paving the way for a more inclusive and egalitarian financial future. With Pi Network, you can experience the next wave of decentralized, fast digital transactions. Join the movement.
Straw Pi's peer-to-peer economy. First, the pilot should help us identify what pioneers are willing to offer in exchange for Pi, as well as what pioneers want to buy with Pi.
Now, understanding the supply and demand for goods and services in our economy is a key step to building a healthy market for Pi. And in addition to building the market, the pilot is also designed to help us understand what could go wrong. That way, we can avoid potential abuses of Pi in our community in the future.
Pi members were selected based on community recommendations as well as their previous contributions to Pi ecosystem. To prevent Pi mined by bots and bad actors from transferring to real pioneers, we require members of the pilot to perform identity verification, also known as the KYC. Additionally, the terms of the pilot forbade any transactions that involved fiat currency, such as selling Pi for dollars.
Now, as expected, the pilot has shown both very promising and some challenging signs. On the promising side of things, there have been transactions that show that pioneers have a lot of very interesting goods and services to offer for Pi. So for one example, there's a pioneer in our community who's a beekeeper, and he sold this collection of honey to another pioneer for 18 Pi, including shipping. Another transaction, Pioneer traded this digital camera for about 65 Pi. Also, we had one Pioneer trade these special edition Nike Jordans for an undisclosed amount of Pi. And finally, another Pioneer traded a children's scooter for about 3.5 Pi. So there are many more transactions that are blocking images, such as Pi for children's diapers, for oil, batteries, and automotive parts. These were only a few of the transactions that were conducted as part of the pilot. However, there were also many abuses of the in-app transfer. Although all fiat transactions were expressly prohibited by the terms of service, we received many reports of pioneers attempting to sell the currency or take advantage of other people. For example, some accounts made thousands of small transfers of Pi just within a couple days. And these transactions don't seem to be linked to any types of real goods and services and are indicative of an attempted sale. One other example of a sale of Pi is this example here, which shows folks trying to sell Pi being distributed on a schedule. We even received reports of people claiming that they were partially fundraising for charitable causes while in essence selling Pi. And there's no verification that the portion of the funds intended for donation were actually delivered to those causes. All of these reports ultimately fuel additional bad behavior when organizations and institutions can then claim that they have Pi to sell, such as in these unauthorized offerings of Pi.